We're live? Are we live? Yes, you are. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, the Uber driver, the Lyft driver, the truck driver, the taxi driver, the food delivery drivers, the round town long distance truck drivers. Shout out to every single clean hearted, good hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Listen, let me give you heads up ahead of time, okay? I'm in Florida. I am located in Florida at the moment, and we're experiencing storms. See, as Hurricane Ivan or Ian in name, Hurricane Ian. Hurricane Ian is upon us, so people are boarding up. Some people have evacuated. It's kind of that kind of a situation. Tie down your things then because strong winds are coming through to blow them away. In that process, you might experience some difficulties with this live, which means we might go off air. The live might get chopped suddenly and these kind of things. So just bear with me and just know, say, if we go off, then that's what it is. We're having bad weather, hurricane a blow. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning. I've been up since 4 a.m. and it's been raining constantly, non-stop since 4 a.m. It is now 7:32 a.m. and the rain still persistent outside. So if we get some bad weather, you already know what it is. Hurricane will come my way, right? SouFLo, you're not run. You're not put up your storm shot at them. You're not buckling down your things. You're not. I'm about to do all of the above. According to the news, today it is going to make landfall, hit somewhere in Florida, and start to work its way up to me. By the time it gets to me, it should be pretty strong and it should be, something to be worried about. But we have some time. So we have some time to do some things. Put up some storm shutters if we have to. I'll keep y'all up to date, let y'all know if me blow away in the storm or not. Let me take something off of my hand. I had to go get a brace for my elbow. I told y'all about my elbow. I licked my elbow. And me just accident prone these days. Me don't know. Falling apart. but it's all good. I didn't like how that looked anyways. Anyhow, here we are this morning. Please have a good look. Have a good look at the icon for this morning. Matter of fact, watch out. Let me take a next sip of me. Black coffee. No sugar, no cream, baby. Some black coffee this morning. Vibes me up. Them say hurricane. I went out there and looked this morning and guess what me see? I see a bottle of rum. My mother just came back from Jamaica. My mummy just came back from Jamaica and she gave me a bottle of rum. You know what she gave me also? She gave me a whole heap of roast breadfruit. Remember me they telling us that me did a feel for roast breadfruit fry over and boom, the next day my mom came back from Jamaica and I went to pick her up at the airport and stuff and then she had pack out our things, traditional stuff that we do and we had some roast breadfruit. Last night, me eat the roast breadfruit with some ackee and saltfish, and I tell us that eating the breadfruit was like a spiritual experience because it came from the same place that I grew up. Me know them breadfruit tree there from me a picnic baby. So the breadfruit them they taste different. See? Roast breadfruit fry over ackee and saltfish, that was last night. This morning, them say Starma come. Me said Ray and nephew is here to keep me company. So I'll be quite fine. I just want to know say me strong enough can do something. If if the hurricane actually liquid, me strong enough we can do something. Cause Ray and him nephew them hungry already, not true? All right, so I'm showing you this because I know that sometimes when people tune into the live, them see me, they no longer see the icon. See it? We are wait upon the Lisa Evers Fox 5 news something yesterday, and we are things say some Privy Council news I got drop, and them I got say, Vybz Kartel gets to walk free, or he gets to do another 5 years and then sentence commuted, or he'll be out sometime soon, or something like that. Instead, we get an interview from Kartel new woman. I talk about that still. It's gonna be quite spicy. Cartel new woman do our interview with Fox 5. But the question is, come looking up. Me search all the comment section them on these things concerning. People are asking, where is this woman right here? You see a little brown woman that we tattoo up right the side of the middle? People are asking, where is she? See? Shorty. Shorty, and who the people them are request. So, boy, Cartel, I don't know if they never get the memo, Papa, but I think you need to get the memo. The people them go and like say them not to approve still. Yeah. They act like they don't really approve of new woman. Me I watch the comment section. I never know. Me know it's a cartel. You know when things stay already. We get girl, easy and these kind of things and y'all run down the Gaza youth. What you expect me to do? Love them. Tender touch them. And my next favorite one when Shorty, she fling off on me. Shorty fling off on me with a knife. Me hug her up and said, that's all right. You know you are the love of my life. Nobody worry cause you are my wife. All right. Well, the people have spoken unanimously. Them not to approve of this new woman. Anyhow, I'm sitting there waiting for some Privy Council info. Let's go right into that one. We have a bunch of things on the board this morning, which I'm not even going to say what it is. I'm just going to go topic to topic. See? So just roll with me. Flo, let me get one now. Long time, no breadfruit. Boy, I'm off the whole light. I think about 2 slices left in there. I'm not even put them in the fridge. I don't like when they're refrigerated or frozen. So I'm not even put them in the fridge. They are in the oven right now. And as me done this morning, more ackee and sawfish and fried breadfruit, roast breadfruit fry over. If you were closer, I would share Dark Fly 10, but you're that too far. All if you did the next door, you were that too far. Because them one they hard for share, my brother. Anyhow, so Lisa Evers did her thing, she did a little interview and something. The interview was so quick and so short and not to no detail. This is going to get deep real fast. Join the ride. The interview was not as detailed as I would have liked the interview to have been. Me think that the woman did have come out and say something like, yes, well, I'm privy to certain information about his Privy Council thing. And as far as we know right now, is that he has 6 months left and then he'll be out soon. And we'll be moving to Turkey or we'll be moving to wherever we come from and these things. No, she laid down certain information where Isaac Buchanan did step in somewhere in the interview, and which is Vybz Kartel's attorney, which is handling the Privy Council part of his stuff. Divine Order says we're buffering. We're going to be buffering all morning because we're having a storm here in Florida. Hurricane will come. All right. So can I go now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Nikita Jones says 383 people in the chat and 32 thumbs up. Shaking my head. All right, them get it to 116, Nikita, and there's 480 people here now. So let's see if they can get some more thumbs up in here and them kind of thing there. Loud and clear. Mr. Article done. All right, loud and clear. That was an old interview from Isaac that replayed. Yes, exactly. And the old interview says, but there was new information from him that I put out in the video that I did before. I recently dropped a video concerning his Privy Council update and his relationship with this person. And me telling her read between the lines, but I don't really want to say. Let's put it like this. Am I a part of the machine? Do I understand how publicity and these things work? Do I understand how the machine works? The answer is yes. So I'm not really spell out everything because I don't need to. See, but let's say it like this. I was expecting more. I am an outsider looking in now. I was expecting more from the interview last night and didn't get that much. She said they started a relationship. Them asked her, so when did you meet Vybz Kartel and how did you meet him and all these things? Well, she said We started a relationship in 2015. 2015. And then decided to carry on this relationship. I said 2015. If you're the outside Shorty would have fling off of you with a knife, because as far as we know from 2015, you and Short Boss was very much together. We're gonna give Shorty our flowers this morning too. Right? 2015, Kaitai Jai. All right. Met in 2015. Her heart fluttered when they met in 2015. Fast forward, they've been in contact ever since, regular visits and all these things. 2022 summer, they got engaged. See? She's Turkish. Turkish people do not see themselves as white or Eurocentric, European, however you want to call them. They see themselves as melanated people. The comment section gets shelled on with, yo, so one woman say, I can't believe Vybz Kartel is doing this. You have dishonored your ancestors. You pick up a white woman, and now you're about to transfer all your wealth over to the white community. And big something that go on, you know. Missing enough woman in the comment section to argue over the man about I thought I was next. Well, if I wasn't going to be next, at least it should have been another Jamaican woman, or it should have at least been a black woman. So big things are going on. Some of them are hurt because she is not what we see as a black woman, and she is not Jamaican, and them hurt. Me that they are watching and laugh, because I said to myself, so watch a Jamaican woman, them. None of them funny, man. They never get mad when it's a Jamaican woman meet a white man and marry them, especially if white man have money. Go, girl, do what's best for you. Yes, sometimes you have to go out of your comfort zone to find love, and these men treat us better than our man and all these things. Man of my dreams, white knight in shining armor. Other way around, if it's a black man now from and him broke, nobody no business. Take him green card, him must say I'm married for. If him black and him have money, dirty dog, I that them do. Yeah. Always have the black woman I struggle with them till them reach somewhere, and then them go pick up white woman and so on. So the comment section was very interesting. This is me looking in from the outside. See? All right. These are not my opinions. This is what I am observing. May I share with you? So she's Turkish. She's a British citizen. Living in the UK. It's very racist. It's a racist term where they classify like certain people as Paki, and then they have other names for other people. That word is kind of looked on like you using the N-word here towards a black person. If a white person is like, come here, ninja. Not ninja, but the N-word. Yeah, that kind of stuff. So she's from that kind of community, but she's Turkish, British. She said she moved to Jamaica. She has her degree. I think she has a master's degree, she said. Sociology or something like that. And she moved to Jamaica, gave up her good job in the UK as a counselor, social worker. And she has moved to Jamaica full-time to be close to Vybz Kartel, and she's talking about how boy she get anything she want from him and all these things, and he's the sweetest person in the world, and to know Addy is to love Addy. And my wife did a kin over a laugh about she are talking a third person about to know Addy is to love Addy. Me just left her and got me bed because me never want to know what Shakira didn't have to come up with when she did not go and suffer. But I'm sure we're going to talk about it later on. To know Addy is to love Addy. I don't know. I'm not going to ask her. I hope she covers it on her own channel. But me actually I going to talk about it later. Me want to know what. But me didn't want her conversation with me pile up when me have to say this morning. So I kind of left it and went to bed. She saw like a yam head still. Me not lie. Soldier ate one night. So she's yo, Soldier ate one night, so she sound like a yam head. Me not lie. Me not say she sound like no yam head ya star. I won't be that disrespectful. I see one girl said, then I saw you easy forget. She Google you on internet and then get you. If me didn't know, me would have Google you and get you a long time too. And these kind of things, right? It's rough out here. Big up yourself, bro, Shaka. It is rough out here. The women, them are not having it. The women are not having it for the most part. Okay, so what everybody want to know, are they behind King? Are they, is he getting special privileges? He gets to go to the conjugal visit trailer where them have a bed and a bedroom set up in there and him can beat the brakes off of car. Man, lock up for a while now and thing, pen up in him back on him aisle, I ride him, must ride him, because my aisle wouldn't ride me. Me day out there, my aisle ride me, and me get it on a regular basis. So, me know if him aisle must ride him, so I just a man thing. So, are they doing anything? She kept it cool. See, she said, no, we don't even get to touch each other. She's been visiting him since 2015. We don't even get to touch each other. There's a glass between us, and we speak through. Bro, Shaka, they're on vacation. How are you there, Jamaica? We speak through some holes, she said, in a wood something underneath the glass or something like that, right? But they do have plans to marry. They do have plans to marry. Yeah, it's kind of like when somebody did say Vybz Kartel recording in prison because these songs that are coming out are new and current. They're addressing current issues. So either him is a prophet and he saw everything that was coming from way back when and he make song and put on for these days when them things did not go happen, or he definitely has access to a recording facility in prison, or maybe my record and send out, record on a device and send out him vocals and a good arranger / engineer work up the thing. Is he recording from behind bars? Anybody who wishes him well would have said, no, I don't think so. I think he made these songs. The man makes so much song. Remember a song where him say, from him little, him tell himself, say, him want to be famous like Ninja Man. So every day him build about 17 songs and them kind of things. So a whole heap of song if you count every day from then till now, right? He might have addressed everything in the universe previously. And that is why we are getting all these songs now. So her answer to Are They Boinking and all these, have y'all made love and these things? No. We haven't even been able to touch. Yeah. So we're gonna left that right there. So go by what she says because we weren't there. Let's talk about how the girls them come out to disapprove. Almost all of them are asked. Missy somebody say, all right, Kartel, some respect you and everything, but move the snowman. Move. Jamaican people have a way of talking to you, see my friend. Then them say, move the snowman. Move. You put up your big post and you hear, all right, yeah, good SouFLo, move the snowman. I just like Soldier 819 the other morning when me have up the picture them of these group of men are seeking asylum in the United States of America. I'm here, all right, SouFLo, move the snowman. We're tired of look on it is what they're trying to tell you. We don't want to see it anymore. We hear what y'all say, move that now, man. So the comment section is ablaze. Move the snow. Kartel, we don't want to hear this. Where is Shorty? Where is Shorty? One person said, I'm a clown. SouFLo, you're a big ass clown. You know why? Because you over here supporting and encouraging this man to ditch a woman who has been with him since day one through all his ups and downs and struggles to go take up white woman from foreign. You guys are sellouts. Me I say, how me I get beaten in this? Because I don't have no right. Me can't tell a man who to be with. Me can't say, Kartel, you can't do it. Shorty is who you for life. That's like me going and telling Beanie Man, say, Beanie, you need one woman, and that one woman must have all your children. You know, hear what Beanie Man say? Him neighbor tree cut on the pum tree and him are all gallus and all these things. When me I got in that the conversation there. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
Good morning, my big brother.
Good morning, my sister Wagwan.
And me one feels like say Shorty understand the assignment.
May I get to that now? We are getting
I
that.
mean, one feel that way.
I don't want to spell it out still, you know.
Mm.
I don't want to spell it out still, but if you did see the other video what me do concerning this whole relationship thing, or that look like a relation boat still. But if you did see the other
Big
video,
boat.
yeah, if you did see the other video what me do, you don't
Boat a
understand.
run.
Yeah, we're not to spell it out still.
So people need to understand that Shorty to Kartel is like Rita Marley to Bob.
Oh, see it there. Say it again,
How
please.
are you then?
All right, sir.
She understand the assignment. Back off.
All right. See it there?
And we're going to do this thing and we're going to scale to the top.
All right. See, no need to spell it out.
Sometimes you just need a little cream in our coffee to carry it to the next level.
See it there?
Me I go stop talk.
All right.
Run the thing, world boss.
All right, family. Here we go. All right. So no need to spell it out. Read between the lines. See? Because the people them vex, and I hope some of them are watching so them kind of understand the assignment too. You know what I say? Somebody say, well, me not like Shorty look good, you know. Especially since, no, you know, Shorty they always look good to me. But ever since she got more refined over the years. You know, like when women start age like fine wine and them look way better than how them did looking at them early years and these things. I'm looking at this picture of her, which is a recent picture. Well round up and thing and well look, you know, plump and nice and these things. I mean, I say, then Kartel really I give up that for. But here was my other video where I said, I don't know if you saw the album to Tanisha. I did I said to myself, so that's a breakup album. The Tanisha album. The album there to me, I don't know, but that album was a solid album to me. To Tanisha, I kind of it crossed over big time. It was more than just dancehall. But if you compare it to now, to Wagwan now, it's like him give it to Tanisha to say, well, this is the end of me and Tanisha. And then him give it this. No. I said, this is the official coming out of this new relationship that I have entered. She said they kept calling each other honey and babe and huzzy and them thing there. And Kartel said after a while, you know, well, while we use them title here, these titles are appropriate because we're heading towards that. We're heading towards marriage. And she said, yes, the man of her dreams is now her man in reality. So our man of our dreams. I want to tell you something about Vybz Kartel them too. You might not believe it because he might not be your cup of tea. But when me say woman have them eye on the man, I've got phone calls here already pan live. Remember the girl where got all the way from where she come from again? She probably on here this morning. All the way from down under. What the place name where them call down under, where the Aborigines them come from, way down there, so. I don't know, she alone. Some of them fly in from England, they flew in from Canada, they were there from Canada, England, all over the UK, England, Australia. Yes, Ricky Reed. Ricky Reed, big up yourself and thank you for being here. Annette Henry, big up yourself. Annette says he's cute if he did not bleach. I don't know why people are so concerned about him bleaching. Like, bleaching was around before Kartel. And here's the thing. A lot of the artists, the entertainers that you love so much, them are rub, them bleaching. Them can't tell me nothing. Them bleaching. Rihanna, bleaching. Beyonce, bleaching. All them women there and all them bleaching. But you play their music and you don't care if they bleach. All some of the man them too. Bleaching. Me see one day that they are rosy red cheeks on a black man. Paper thin looking skin and him never looks up before. Me say bleaching. See? The thing is, Kartel explained why he did that, actually. And for him, it was, he is in the entertainment world. You can't expect people in the entertainment world to be regular like Uno next door, you know. You were tired of them. If you are like my next door neighbor that I see every day, You're boring. I don't want to see you. All right, man. I'm tired of you now. Me I gonna start to move that. Right? So you have to be something different. He's always been that. One thing him know how to do is to be controversial. He's always been controversial. He understood before everybody else that controversy drives the music, and the change of image also allows you to stay relevant to a new generation. You understand? That's why you have the man is 46 years old, you know. So you have new generation, 18-year-old, 19, 20-year-old girl, we are look on him and talk about them man that, yes, I'm a husband, that I'm one, there with the man, them kind of boy, I mean, I fling some game still, Shorty would have to just go deal with that. All if she find out, I don't care. I've heard young women say, if my man find out, I saw you go. But anyhow, me get a chance, me a fling peace game. And the ability to do that and to stay relevant over different generations and to relate and be current to different generations, it takes all that he does. And I saw the man turn him just controversial and it works for him. And he's always been like that. See? So this movie I know, with this new woman I know, the woman them not approving of it. Most of them are not approving of it. Of course, he has people that support him, regardless of whatever his choices are, because I feel him choice. Them, you don't have to cuss me. The lady that was cussing me and I tell me about me, I encourage him to go take up white woman and left black woman when she was there throughout all his struggles. Like the caller just said, me understand this differently. See? I just don't want to spell out certain things. But with that said, I feel him choice. If he want to take up blonde hair, blue-eyed Becky, a theme business, I can't tell a man who for do it. I just saw it go. But I understand how I feel. See? I understand how I feel. I see somebody say, move on, go. No for the Jamaican woman, I talk about uno want man, uno want him. If you get a man like Kartel, mash up the man life in a no time. See? So I don't know. That's that to say that there are no good Jamaican women out there that you can focus on getting to the next level with. Remember, I know, Rita Marley used to come take woman out of Bob Marley. I know, me say so, I know. I'm not making this up in else. I would use allegedly, or I would say, I think. No, this is Rita Marley that said, yes, sometimes I have to go take women out of his room. Like, he would have women come into his room and them in there and them do them thing. And, you know, Bob was so focused on his music that, you know, Bob Gara one burner and get right back to his music. All right, it's time for you to go. But she that is so in love and infatuated now. She's stuck in the room and no one come out. Who him call? Him call Rita. You feel like me can call Shakira and tell her, you feel like me not get them same kind of big up there. I want them same kind of big up there. That's kingly. A man must have more than one wife and concubines. What I want to tell you. But my wife not gonna have that. Me can't call her and tell her, say, babes, come get the girl out of my room, please, because I'm done with her. You know you what? Out of your who? So Rita played her position. Women like that see the picture bigger. Them not see the picture like how me and you see it. Them not value themselves by their vagina. It's not how much my vagina is worth and is hers better than mine and these kind of things. Them a look upon legacy. You understand? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. All right, brother. I don't know if you have it on speaker or what, but you sound low like you're under the bed. Can't hear you, my lord. We can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No, we can't hear you.
All right. You watched the thing last night.
Mm-hmm.
Really and truly, everybody knows that I
can't hear you again. You have it on Bluetooth or something?
No.
You have it on speaker?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
iPhone, radio. Yeah, what ear I want?
Yeah. All them expensive phone that will behave cheap. Go on.
Yeah. What you think last night?
Can't hear you, man. I want you talk to the audience, but we cannot hear you, my brother.
You can't hear me good?
Go on talk. Me I give you 1 minute. Go on talk.
Alright, yeah, one.
Nope, can't hear you. You're gone worse now.
No, man, we can't hear you.
Yeah, me, I tell you right now, me buck every device in here. You're the pass big speaker and me turn up the phone volume and everything. I still can't hear you.
All right. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. We did. So what you think last night?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows that the easier way to get out. Everybody know that. So it's done that before. Isn't it?
See. So you said that's the easier way to get out.
The easier way to get out. No, do that thing already. You know? So
you feel like it's a means to an end then? It's a plan?
It's a plan.
All right.
Yeah, you don't know that. Everybody knows you want to come out. So you will do that.
All right. So, but me not understand how that would help him to get out still, cause unless she have direct links to Privy Council, cause that's in case they have the point.
Wait, hold on there.
Mm-hmm.
After the other woman right there with, he's still a deal with her.
Y'all talk about Short Boss, Shorty? No, I'm not. You know, see Shorty gone off of social media. Shorty missing and silent. Remember, I know Shorty did just up and running the other day, cause one time to Tanisha come out the album. See, me follow all of film project them. And some people out there, them say them a real supporter. Not just of Vybz Kartel, but any Jamaican artist that you claim to support. I'm telling the Caribbean audience to actually put your money where your mouth is, because our artists, not just Jamaican, but Caribbean artists, we're like the lowest of the low when it comes to how many albums are sold or how many streams get ran. But we claim we support them. Some man we all tell about them, we kill you for them favorite artists. But anyhow, the other day, Shorty, one time the album come out, she was up and running and in full promotion mode. See, even up to recently. So when time me see her disappear off social media now, I was like, where is Shorty? What go on? And then me see them your picture you start drop with this girl you're coming from Horizon, which part Cartel incarcerated at. There's actually pictures of her coming from Horizon at the location and these things, and going there, go hug up. And first of all, right, she said they don't touch. Okay? They don't. Yeah, no, we never touch.
I heard that too.
So if you know who worry about if the man a bleach or not, see him there. This is him now. The bleaching gone.
We don't need to do that.
You know what I say, but see there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, my brother.
Yeah.
Well, I wish we could have hear him, but we couldn't hear him. So yeah, they don't touch. We have never touched. We talk through a glass. That don't look like no glass there between there. So to me, look what the right hand there. Right there, so and look what the left hand there. Right there, so watch out, finger lock up in a finger. Right there, so and this is Shorty right here. Shorty just went on a vacation and, posted a few pics not too long ago, and then she disappeared from the scene. So people are saying, how could you leave, and I was really a go on. And this other picture right here was actually her coming from Horizon. Just a come from a meeting, see them big smile upon her face, her hair look like rumpled up, in time. XYZ. Yeah. So, I don't know. Anyhow, the ladies are vexed, most of them. Enough man out there support him still. And Jamaican man stay already. No matter what your brother them do, you gotta support them anyway. Yeah, man, I left my wife and I have 10 side girl. Big up yourself, my youth. A girl is the man. These kind of things. Make a woman try the same thing. I left my husband, I have 4 side man. Dirty girl. Warring girl. Fling crotches girl. So, he's getting his support. Mostly from men. Women are vexed. And I don't think them vexed. Here's the thing. You say, Shorty, man, we give her our flowers right now. Yeah, she's like Rita. My sister called earlier and said it, and it's just like that. She's like Rita Marley. Some people see the bigger picture. You see them woman there where they run up on Bob, and yes, Bob Marley the great, and those women were seeing like, I want a piece of the superstar. I want some of that energy there. You know, a mystical energy. I want to get touched by that energy. You see, it's kind of like the church sister when I listen to her husband. Go sit down around this, man. I up up front, me want to go call pastor. I preach today, and me want some of that energy there. Yeah, and then pastor end up in a trouble because she decided she want to go see pastor without her husband for some counseling, and counsel it, and him and she end up after pray for forgiveness and whole secret no car can't tell Huzzy. Them kind of something there. So that's how this relationship is kind of like. Then Vybz Kartel is worth a whole lot of money now. Bob Marley was in the same boat. See, but the millions never materialized until his passing, and then the legacy. Go and look up Bob Marley's net worth growth from his death till today. May I tell you about legacy, it's a steady growth. It's been a steady growth. Steady growth. It's the ball that Bob Marley did talk about, my friend, when I'm saying I forget this ball in motion, and then the ball will start rolling, and the ball will roll, and as time goes by, the ball will only pick up momentum, right? When time Ziggy ready for school and ready for things, me can't look on him and tell him, say, me not have it. That's how Bob used to think, and that's how he spoke in his interviews. So he set that ball in motion, and Rita understood the assignment. Rita was like, well, somebody have to go live to control that legacy there. So here what me I do. You go and do what you do. You call them. Who's to say that Rita never did that the fear thing too, but Bob did just too busy and never care. Or maybe he had that kind of a relationship with her where he was like, we're living a different kind of life from regular people. So me don't want you feel cheated. So Rita, go and do your thing. And, just don't bring no man in my yard, but go and do your thing. And Annette Henry, stay tuned. I'm saying these things for a reason, because I have it on my screen right now when I'm going to give you the full 100 of the Bob Marley and Rita Marley relationship, because enough people are under the impression that Rita never did nothing. She just sat in a corner like this, and she was waiting in vain. And Bob did me I said on him single bed in one room with everything. And then I saw it did go. So I'm gonna give you the full 100. All right. Some of y'all are gonna be surprised. So Shorty out there, she's probably following in the great footsteps of Rita Marley. Vybz Kartel obviously is following in the great footsteps of Bob Marley, because if you look Power Kartel at the minus bleach skin thing where it's trivial, everything else is pretty much laid out the same way. Owning your own record label, owning the masters to your work. That means you control all your publishing and you control all your royalties. Them there, all right? Creating songs that cover all aspects of life, and songs that span genres and generations and break barriers as far as racial barriers and cultural barriers and these kind of things. Same thing with Bob Marley. Same thing in Mavado. Woman with picnic, one king, one queen, and then others. See? But you can only have one queen. You can't have, because it does not allow for you to say, I'm married to 7 women. I know that kind of environment that he's from. It is the king, the queen, and the queen understands that there are others. So we now go buy the signed paper, walk down aisle, something there. We do it through away. And that go on. I feel like that go on. So this new woman now, she's very much in. I'm going to leave it at that. Whatever in means to you, take it as that. The only thing about the interview yesterday is me did want to hear about some Privy Council stuff, because that's on my mind did there. But I got a wealth of other information from this. Where is Shorty though? Where is Shorty? Shorty, short boss, enough respect. Wherever you're there, enough respect. Somebody contacted me and they're like, SouFLo, Me and Shorty a good friend. Like me even just hang out with her yesterday up our yard. She's not the kind of person who throw herself out there and be like, oh, interview me. I have stuff to say. So she's not that kind of person. But she handles business. See? She handles business. If you look, me now compare Kartel children to anybody else children because I don't want to put people down. You know, mishaps happen in life and stuff, but you know who I'm talking about. Again, a whole heap I read between the lines this morning. Kartel been gone. Somebody said yesterday, 11 years now, SouFLo, and 10. All right, he's been gone over a decade, is what I said. And it seems like his family has flourished, and he has flourished outside of the confines of prison, so to speak. His music got bigger, got more global, got more, not just his music, but his children are doing like exceptionally well. You know, I see him like a young youth, Icodon, which took up music and now is going into the production side of music. And Ico actually plays the piano and he played the piano really well. I watch his other two sons, Little Vybz and Little Addy, and they are out here doing their own thing as well, earning their own money, setting up their own stuff with their own royalties and their own. So not only them parents rich, but them are earn them own money. This is him positioning his family and individuals in the family tree for earn on their own, not just come live off of the legacy. That's Bob Marley. Every one of Bob Marley youth them is working, right? And they are not only privy to be able to eat off the legacy, but them are make them own checks as well. So that's a big deal right there. Now that me more than anything that me look on. So big up to them and big up to Shorty for the way how she raised the youth them. Cause when Kartel get locked up, all Icodon was tiny. The rest of the youth them did little. And now time has flown by, and what a difference 10, 11 years make. A big man now. One of them have his own son, which Vybz Kartel turn him father and a grandfather. Vybz Kartel have a grandchild now. Seeing? And the youth them out here doing good. None of them never went to prison. None of them never got caught up in no bad company. And if you listen to their interview when they do interviews, you can tell so the youth them smart. They think above normal thought process. Them youth are pre-legacy too. But their father is Vybz Kartel, so how could they not? So them never fall far from. You know, you have your youth and you try, but your youth stray. Fame youth them never stray. And I give the credit to Shorty. This is why people are like, okay, Kartel, move this now. We support you. We see her, but we're not too interested. Move this. Where is Shorty? What's Short Boss there? As she we want to see. Because the people have become endeared to Shorty. They've become endeared to this woman because they watch her hold it down over the years. They watch your business flourish over the years. Them watch how she go hard feel. Pause. Them watch how she go hard with the promotions. Them watch how she never have nothing bad to say about you in the public eye. Them watch how she held it down. She could have been out here being like, yeah, we out here hurting and him lock up. And me I say all this stuff about other woman and all that. Same thing him used to do when him out here and see man make song about me fling off him with a knife and these things. She's not that type. She's not that type. So yeah, big up to Shorty for that. Big up for how she raised them children there. Because the children them could have come out enough man go prison, you know. And within 5 years of doing them time in a prison, the whole family fall apart. Daughter pregnant, son gone to prison for life sentence. I don't want to throw nobody under the bus or say nothing too negative, but do a big comparison. Compare Mavado to Vybz Kartel. Just the outcome. Just the fact that they both come from the same place. They both do the same type of music. And similar situations happen. Look at his children and the outcome. And then look at, or some of his children then and the outcome. And then look at Kartel children them and the outcome. Them daddy go to prison for life. And get a life sentence. And they flourish. Mavado, on the other hand, you see what happened, right? Fame youth turn 18 and get a life sentence at 18. His daughter, early pregnancy, a teenage thing. So it never went like that. Adiana, Vybz Kartel daughter, she never breed, right? And she's still there, do her thing. Him 3 sons, them bust up the place. And him have more children out there too, you know. He has more children out there, but they're all doing good. So we have to big up that woman there, Shorty. So on behalf of all the people we are asked who Shorty, where Shorty there, and I say move this from Yasa now, Cartel. Let's just say we respect Shorty, give her our flowers. We don't have nothing to do with your husband choice. You're on the inside more than we are, so you understand what really are going. Not true? All right. Being sarcastic. Okay. Kata Joy Empress says, no, not poor Rita. Rita had a short suffering. However, she's been living in comfort for a long time now. 1981 to 2022. That's over 40 years of living well. Sometimes when you tell the truth, some people take it personal. Are you serious? Why you say something like that? But it's factual. Right? Blackwell had, that the word is had. Blackwell, Bob Marley had Blackwell. You're talking about Chris Blackwell from Island, Island Records are Virgin something. But anyway, the one from England. Yes, Chris Blackwell kind of, some shady business did go on, but I'm the kind of person that follows almost every Bob Marley interview. Bob addressed that. This is why Bob Marley said, him did have to pay if he learn. And now that he knows, this is where I'm talking about how the thing crooked and how you can create your own stuff and the next man can come have full ownership of your creation, and it can't go like that with him. So I realize now, say, I have to take some of these earnings and invest it into getting this ball rolling, which will pick up momentum over time and just keep on rolling. So you have Tough Gun, right? And you have Tough Gun. I don't know if y'all paying attention. I don't know if y'all go to radio. There's a radio, them have their own radio station. Did you know that? They have their own radio station. They have their own record label. They have their own recording complex in Jamaica where many American A-list entertainers fly in. When most of them that fly into Jamaica, you don't even know that they're there. Because them not publicize, say, oh, we're here. But to give you a few, one that was publicized was Jay-Z and Beyonce. All right, up there, so them go. And others with big names go right there too. So he has put all this stuff in place. Blackwell, did I rob them? Yes, according to what was said from them. You know, when Blackwell comes to, hey boy, oh, you call it my name. How do you know that I was robbing them? May I talk about what was out there? Public information, right? Given by them. So Bob decided no more of this and set up his own thing. It's also rumored that that's the reason why they got rid of him. Like, I'm telling you about cancer. Because they realized that he realized that, okay, this is not fear. This is not sharing fear. I want ownership of my stuff. In order for you to get ownership of your stuff, it's going to cut out a lot of people, millions and millions of dollars. So at this point, let's turn him into a pack. At this point, he's dead. At this point, records will sell. We don't have to have him here anymore. We can do classic packs and repackage it. And every year, Bob Marley sells millions of records every single year. Most artists today hope and wish to sell 1 million records. Every year since his death, he has sold millions of records and continue to do so. Like I said before, his children don't fly in the same airspace as you. They don't live in the same communities as you unless them come plan for just breeze through and all that. They're on a whole nother level. And him set it that way there for a reason, because this is what he envisioned for his children and grandchildren's children. This was a visionary. So when we talk to the audience, I'll be telling y'all that, like, this is what I'm on. This is what me want to do. Me I try pattern my thing after them people here. So God bless you and you who should do this and who shouldn't do that. We're all going to die with our opinions. Me no want left opinions alone for my children them or my grandchildren them. I want to leave something more than opinions, because they're going to come and form their own opinions regardless of what your opinions were. You know what I'm saying? But one thing we know is this. Me never see a hungry person eat them ancestors' opinions and they full them belly yet. Ever. But I have seen those who something was left for able to thrive better than those who nothing was left for. And those who nothing was left for always got scratched from the bottom or got try work them way up, and it's a rotted struggle. So with that said, in that vein is where my respect for Kartel lies and what he does. The people them now feel the new girl though. Most of them, the woman them, a Shorty them want, especially the Jamaican women them. A Shorty them want see. So Kartel, they never get the memo, my friend. Said the relationship change. And now that they're getting the memo by way of Fox 5 News. One more thing somebody says, SouFLo. All these years, Kartel there with a black woman, Shorty. See? And Shorty never get a big up. Big rotted Fox 5 give big up to this white girl as soon as him get with the white girl. Don't y'all think that's some white privilege stuff going on right there? How come them never give her no respect? Look how she raised him picking them. Look how she hold it down. Look how she still is involved in his business to some degree. Right? They're like business partners because she have her own label to, you know. Shorty have her own label to, you know. So don't forget that. But this is the question that was asked. How come them give she big interview? Why them never big up the black woman at no point? At no point did Fox say, hey, who's the lady that's behind all this? Who's the woman that's raising his children? These children are flourishing. They're doing big things. But he's not out here to do it. Who's she? Let's give her a feature. Let's sit down and give her an interview. I said that to wifey the other day, and you know, some things. I swear, I hope my wife covered this on Firearm channel, right? Because we were discussing this, but I don't want to. I have to be careful when I say certain things still. Is it? Shorty know our position. So she, well, I said, them probably reach out for an interview, but she said no. Over the years. SouFLo, did you see the Tim Took with King Charles spoof freeing Kartel? No, I never see it. Shalom, blessings and thanksgivings to you and your house. Same to you, Fallon Carrington. I thought I saw Brahma earlier. Haven't seen Mervyn or Michelle either at Jane Ander. SouFLo, did you? Okay, I never said that. This bigger than me and you. Aha, Veronica Gale said this is bigger than me and you. Did y'all ever think about that though? I'm asking because it was mentioned. Remember, I know, me just go through the comment section. This is how I gauge how people are feeling about certain thing and then decide if I want to talk on it or not. This is a question directly to the audience. Did y'all ever think about that during this interview? Like, damn, where is Shorty's interview? How come nobody not interview her or giving her the same big platform and the same big up or nothing? Or you just never care? Or you never thought about it like that? Never think about it like that? Didn't care? What? Somebody said love is blind. Tell says Kartel love the girl. Why? Walipa. You see, Soldier. I go back in the comments. Them here, Soldier over here about a whole heap of backers to get over there horizon. I saw. Gotta come from so far and not touching. To take people for fool. Only I go on with some things in the comment section. May I start pay attention now? Don't know much, but love Turkish movies. Them people hilarious. They have flavor. Sometimes it's not blind but convenient. I let them keep playing checkers while we over here making chess moves. Wanna stay tuned for the Rita Marley something, cause when me did I do some digging, me come up with some same thing. Me just start save them to my next computer screen. Cause I don't have to get this. Because I know a lot of people were under the impression thinking like I was thinking. But this about to shatter your whole reality of what you thought the dynamics of that relationship was. Yes, I know it better than us right now, and I hope him sign a prenup, is what Cass Robinson says. Me just hope him get free. Forget prenup and for my business that. Me hope him get free. Kartel I don't know dummy. I don't know dummy. So hear me now. I patterned myself off of certain people, right? Because I was raised a certain way. I put my face in front of you today to say this. No woman in my life can ever, no woman on earth can ever say, "Me out the money, you know." Oh, SouFLo? Yo, that boy they spend for me like crazy. Me out the whole time. None. No woman can ever say that. You know why? Them probably can't say me mean. Them probably can't say never give me a thing. Stiff John and bubblegum, that's it. Never give me a thing. But the only way, the only woman them can say, yeah man, my broken pocket or me out the money or me whatever, they won't even say it. You know why? Because those were women that were so respected that I chose to bring forth children with them. None of me picking them on an accident. See? So anybody that got nyam out my pocket is supposed to be the woman them where birth my baby them and bring them to earth. Because we can't carry money with we. Like Sizzler said, we want a whole heap of money so we can take care of them. That's it. We don't want, we're not here to do the flashy. We're not here to, live that superficial stuff. But nobody can say them nyam you out, and we weren't frivolous. So we never run around and spend pan a bag of gal. In other words, then, Vybz Kartel is not stupid. So don't bother things that nobody can just jump in here, so, and next thing you know, the whole line earnings gone. It's him work too hard for that, and him come from too far to make that happen to him. Even if Kartel was to pass away today in prison, his family would be okay forever. That's set up and set in place already. So it's a good look. See? Fall nearer here, she said someone once told her if it not affect your pocket, it shouldn't affect your feelings. Oi, sir. Or something like that. Jane Anderson. Soldier 819 says, that is it, Kartel Jai. Very easy to arrange in Jamaica and him having money. The only two women that can name out my pocket is my two daughters. Ricky Reed said, yeah, the only woman that can name out my money is my children, them mother. I have to make sure I said them okay, because if they're not okay, the children are not okay. You know what I'm saying? If the moms are not okay, the kids are not okay. Particularly the one that's in my house with me, share bed with me, my woman, the one who have my heart right now. If she not okay, the baby is not okay. But at the same time, I look on, we don't do frivolous things. So I know Kartel now do no frivolous thing. I know every man think them weird. You have some man that have money that splash out their money. Oh, pretty girl. Oh, here's everything. And then them end up, she's laughing down the street. She's skating. You want kill her. We talked about this before. Remember? And me tell the man them said, don't give more than you can afford to lose. Remember me said that? Okay. Because when you give more than you can afford to lose, you want to kill something after because your bank account empty and she gone. I don't think he's moving like that. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. I've been trying to get you so long, brother.
All right.
I don't even know how to get a number.
Really?
Yes.
But not me this one.
It's so easy. Me go on Facebook and me type in how to find SouFLo and the album.
It's on the front of the channel for everybody to see. But hear what? I'm live on the air right now, so you know that? Yeah, we're live on the air right now, so everybody can hear you. Are you talking about live on the air stuff, or do you want to talk offline?
I want to talk offline.
Oh, it's an offline thing. All right, then. I'll tell you what. Call me back in about 30 minutes.
All right. Thank you, my friend. Take care.
All right. Bless. All right. Bless. I'll let him cut the socks. True, you are correct. No one should give more than they can. Yeah, man, don't give more than you. I tell the man them that, because some of y'all get real emotional after you're done, give away all of your belongings, and then you want to go kill the girl, or go because you know, she scam a man, trick a man, take him things and move on. You know, you see a fool, use a fool. These are things that we were taught when we were growing up. You don't know who are raised the new generation, them, but them feel like splash it out, dash it away, impress, give. Me not impress a soul. I'm not trying to impress a soul. If you're coming into my life, you're coming into my life and my vibes. Not because I'm trying to impress you financially, spend out the whole of my life savings, and then you gone. You have to can maintain them thing that up. That's another one that the men need to learn is the way you start, you have to be able to maintain that. You understand? You can't start off with trips to Dubai and you can't start off with trips to Dubai and Hawaii and vacation every month, flying out, and all these things. And 6 months down the road, nothing now move. She stuck her yard. You have her locked up in the house till she start look like the house wall color them. And she's like, what's going on? Like, we can't even go out to eat. Like, we can't go to the crab shack. We can't eat ramen noodles. We're ramen noodles. We're going to know. No more crab legs. No more, like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's going, you know, you know, that's already, what's going on? Like, this isn't it. This is not it. I didn't sign up for this. Ramens for dinner? You over there tell her about boiled 2 eggs and put in there. They're really, really good. Y'all try to spice up the thing. It's not going to work. So, yeah, the way you start out is the way you're going to have to maintain it. 2, don't ever give away more than you can afford to lose. That's the message. Yeah, we learned them thing there from. So, we had passed on the message there. To you, the lifestyle I've been accustomed to. Credit done. Oh, St. John said credit done. Yeah, some of them women are cold as the driven snow in Alaska in wintertime. They care zero about your little heart. And some of them man are extra sensitive. They're more sensitive than the woman them. Yeah, I just trying to see them balling because sometimes we go in and shower, go cry, and then come back out and talk tough. Because if you ever draw the shower curtain, you see, be a balling and go on in there. Sometimes you know, and I talk about what's that sound? A ball in India ball. India holla. Because he knows you're hurting him. And some man move real fool. You talk about woman and yam head. You have man with a yam root out here. True talk. Yam root. Knows that it's happening. See it coming from a mile away. And still walk right in it. And still try convince himself. She loves me. You know, one time we used to pick the flowers and I said, she loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. She loves me not. Whichever one you end up on when the flowers leaf done are the one that you used to go with. No, some of them man of them does she loves me. She loves me. She loves me. She really loves me. She loves me. She loves me for me. I'm 55 and she's 21. She really loves me. She loves me. She loves me to death. She really loves me. She's going to be with me forever. She absolutely loves me. The guy that I saw her with, that was her cousin. That she really loves me. She wouldn't give it away. She wouldn't do anything. She loves me. She absolutely loves me. There is no rationalization in their mind about how this could possibly go wrong. You know what I say? So you get hurt, my friend. That's why I'm going to start off with a trip to the state park. Yes. Nothing wrong with a nice date. But you have to make them know, say, yes, sometimes we can't eat ramen noodles too off the bat. Yeah, we're going to have ramen noodles tonight. And yeah, if you boil 2 eggs and put them in there, that should they be slapping. You know? Yeah, you can't just off to Dubai and off to this and flown out here and trips there and shopping spree there and somehow know I spend out everything. Mr. Man broke them bank, gone in them life savings, empty it out. In real life. Empty out stuff for them take 20 years to put together, 30 years to put together. Clean it out. Girl left with new car, fresh set of veneers teeth, one whole new wardrobe, Louis Vuitton, this, Christian Dior, that, all this. Look, she came up. And a fat bag of money, and she gone. Y'all look for her now for kill her. For what? For what? Y'all were exchanging stuff. The stuff she was giving you was so good you felt like you had to just empty out the whole of your account. You ever hear some man say, take my wallet, that's something there, take my key, take your land title, take everything. Me just want more of that. Just give me that something there. I saw some of them go on. Until they realize they've given away everything and them don't have nothing left. And she gone with it. So don't be one of those. Don't be one of those. Big up to Kartel. Same way. We wait to see how this unfolds. Isaac Buchanan. I could reach out to Isaac Buchanan. I'm pretty sure he would respond. But I like to be out there, looking in too. We want some things to be a surprise too, right? So we still await to hear the Privy Council something. What I gathered from last night though is it could be anywhere towards the end of this year. We're now in September, October come. We have October, November, and December, 3 more months. It's been at the Privy Council for quite some time now. So make we see where Privy Council are going to say and how this one are going to go. All right. A picnic on the beach or in the park with a Publix sandwich and a Slurpee from 7-Eleven. You know what did attract me to my wifey? Shakira. I see her cook chicken foot soup. Chicken foot soup with our grandfather. Our grandfather just passed, rest his soul, not too long ago. We were in Jamaica for his funeral and stuff. But when we said that, I was like, yeah, that's my flex right there. So, because she can't eat chicken foot soup. And oh my God, why people eat that? That's so nasty. And some people look on it like a poor people food, them that are scraps. That's what them used to get the slave them. But everything them give away, we used to turn it into something magical, some delicacies. Yeah, them used to give with the guts of the pig and the cow and them thing that tripe. We turn it tripe and beans and these things. Anything them give it, we turn it in a gourmet. And today, slave food is actually gourmet food today. See? So when we see her do our chicken foot soup and our grandfather tell her, say, no, you can't peel off the whole of the skin off of the pumpkin because by the time the soup done, you look for a piece of pumpkin for eating there, you're not going to find no pumpkin because it'll mash out in there and this. So I say, yes, you get raised right. And that's grandpa and these things. So, and them kind of something that me look for. Me now look for no, oh, big body and nice nothing and pretty face full of makeup and eyelash long out to you. So, and if you hypnotize me, hi. And me not look for none of that. I'm good. And I suggest you don't either. All right? OMG. Just had chicken foot soup Saturday at the festival in St. Augustine, Florida. Your belly full. Kaz Robinson say your belly full. Yeah, man. Here what? Let me see. The FLA fires back. We have some more stuff for you this morning, you know. So make we move on to the more stuff now. We've done the over hour of Kartel. But one more time, big up to Shorty. We want Shorty know so we know who she is. We honor her. We respect her. We also respect this man's decision to live his life as he chooses. And if she carry this thing now, whatever the plan is they have going on, then make it all work out for the best for all of them. She said we never touch. Glass in between us. Say short today. All right. With that said, don't forget that True Religion, which is the album, which is dedicated to this new woman, the new album is dedicated to her. God sent you for me. I know God sent you for me. I saw Kartel start off with something. So the album is dedicated to her. It's called True Religion. Today, the 28th, the album that dropped on the 30th. 2 more days to go. It's in pre-order. So those who don't have it already, if you claim you are some Kartel supporter or whatever, go get the album. All right. With that, we'll move on. Hear this now. One thing we know about Jamaican leaders is that them people, they never, ever say them wrong yet. And there's nothing wrong with saying you're wrong. I switch gear and I'm gone, you have to follow me. There's nothing wrong with saying you're wrong. I want to say this to every leader in Jamaica. It is what makes people able to trust you. Because when you come out here and act like a machine and act like you never said nothing wrong yet, and a plan where you put forth before never failed yet, you're not trustworthy. You're an egomaniac and someone that we need to watch like this with the eye them wide open. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has stated that his administration will be pushing back against the tide of negativism from critics who give the impression that Jamaica is on the brinks of ruins. May start to say, I wonder how him go push back. How y'all push back? DeMarco D says, it's not gloomy for him and those in his clan who get high-paying jobs. They are not qualified for, or those looking for big jobs overseas that private sector contribute millions for PR campaigns too. But majority of Jamaicans, they are suck salt. Where is the 10,000 Jamaican dollar Santa Clark promised NIS pensioners from July? One ex-person says, sufferation and crime are strangle us, sir. How is he going to push back against that? Another person said, the facts speak for themselves. Murder, mayhem, miseducation, and money worries. What the people need from the GOJ is hope, a course of action, a light at the end of the tunnel, a plan to reduce violent crimes and raise basic living standards. Not denial, sir. All right. I love Jamaican people, say, because although enough of we dunce and happy say we dunce, which is a new thing, there's a lot of people, a lot of us that are very intelligent and very well spoken and can lay stuff out like this. Let me read this to you one more time. I don't even want to go to the rest of the comment them. The facts speak for themselves. Murder, mayhem, car. Here, Andrew now, he's going to start to push back against anybody who will push the narrative, say Jamaica is on it. If you're painting a gloomy picture of Jamaica, he's going to be pushing back against that. Why go into denial? The facts speak for themselves. Murder, mayhem, miseducation, and money worries. What the people need from the GOJ is hope, a course of action, a light at the end of the tunnel, a plan to reduce violent crimes and raise basic living standards. You can't say nothing more about that, boss. What you want to argue with the people about that for? That's factual. I don't even want to read the article, the rest of the article. You know what I'm saying? I hope the pushback involves some policies that could actually help better Jamaica and not just pure chattings, is what somebody else said. And the next person says, so when does he plan to push back on corruption within the various government agencies? Andrew, you're right, Honorable Andrew Holness. No disrespect to your title. Like I've said before, I'm a military guy, so I understand respecting the position without respecting the individual that is in the position. You know, when captain come through, commander come through, I still have to salute. I still have to go to attention, parade, rest, if him say parade, rest, and still have to show my mannerisms in a certain way. Doesn't mean I respect the guy. I respect the uniform and the rank, the position. Don't respect the guy because the guy might be not a guy worthy of my respect. See? So with that said, I'm not disrespecting the position. So you still can get right, Honorable Andrew Holness. What you need to do, sir, is listen to the people. Don't listen to just the little people and where they're right round your desk in your circle. Listen to the broader audience of the people and because I tell you right now, that majority of people in your country, in Jamaica, are saying exactly this right here. When you have a bunch of yes man around you, they make you feel so you're always right. Go out into the community. Not for no photo op. Not when it's politics time and you want everybody see you walk off the new cheese off of your new clocks and a player. And when you get the new clocks, the daddy in the background. Not for that. Just slide through, low key. you know, with the extra security and thing, your position high. Yeah, it's the highest position in the land. And you have dirty people out there who might want to try to do you something. Now, me not wish no bad for nobody. So secure yourself and go out there. You, General Major Anthony Anderson, and your other guy there, the Chinaman, when I said no have Jamaica best interest at heart, Minister of National Security, Harsh Chang. All three of you, get together and go out there and go talk to the people them on a real level and see. Some of the Jamaican people do when the money are come through, if you know what here or no, I want to see one of the same one we are complaining all the time. It's like when you forget what to say and just start issue pure worship and praise. How y'all do that? How you do that? You get so excited that issue pure worship and praise. Them couldn't buck up me, you know. They wouldn't put one camera upon me. Me not ask me, I tell you this. I would be the guy who, when them see me, somebody I got recognize and said, don't put the camera over there. So I saw flow that. Yeah, one youth where they on YouTube where put it over here. So because I'm gonna speak just how I've been speaking all along. A lot of our people are suffering and they don't speak up when it's time to speak up. When them people here come turn up, you know, like when some people, but hey, girl, me ever catch them, mash you up, you know, thump it in your mouth, bring it, and when them see you in a person, them say, hi, how you doing? Yeah, everything all right? And if you ever said to them, yeah, what's all that stuff you was talking about? Well, you know the thing go already, man. You know, just get over emotional and get out of can, you know, and start say some things you shouldn't have said and all these things. That's how most of you operate. Why? Why? Them a man. Them a human. God create them and you the same way. Them put one foot in them. None of them no jump. None of them no fling up them pants in their ear and it just drop on them. So them put it on the same way how you put on your own. If them shoes have lace in it, them lace it the same way you lace it. Why y'all start giving this God complex as soon as them people here appear in front of you? That's why they go away thinking it's all good and they have big support out the road. And then when they come back, come complain to we now. For what? We can't do nothing. We can't only complain like you and turn the volume up on your complaint. That's it. Action the people them want to say, not a bag of talk. From how when, bro, Shaka? From long time. But the thing about us is we've always been that type of people where we say something around yourself and then we go around there so go say something else and for defeat ourselves. End up defeating ourselves with this two-mouth thing. The same people who complain will be there in green. Cause party a keep and them no want get left out of the party. You see how much people over there? Me want involved in that too. Curry goat and rice a give away. Big sound, string up, music a play. If the people them ever decide, say, nobody turn out, you would see changes. You would see real changes. But every time these people go out, them get praised. So they feel like, yeah. Just like we've been talking about the FLA, right? And we've been saying, hey, want me to show you so them pay attention? Watch the new article here. Again. Watch this new article. The FLA fires back. Now, we've been talking about the FLA for the past week. The FLA fires back, it says, right? This is Observer. This is a recently printed article. The article here dropped the 27th of September. Today is the 28th. See, Steve Wright says, people like me that changed my mind about returning to Jamaica after retiring, something have to be wrong, Mr. Prime Minister. Yes, and these are the people that you need to listen to as well. The ones that go away overseas, invest their time, sacrifice their time, because none of them really live in other people's land. No disrespect to the other people's lands. Matter of fact, enough gratitude given to the other people's lands because them take queen when them could have done with, and they had opportunities there that we could have exploit and make the best out of ourselves. But now that we have all these things, knowledge, little money save up and all these things, what a joy it would be for us to be able to return in droves, in thousands. Do you know how powerful that would be for the economic structure of Jamaica? Do you know how powerful that would be for the moral upliftment of Jamaica? Can't happen though. Most people is like, I forgot to choose somewhere else to retire to because I work all them years and go down there and people go kill me. So I've seen a lot of people that are overseas, expatriates, that have decided to remain just that. Well, SouFLo, if me go and go all inclusive, me not lie. When time me go, me make sure me left quick and these kind of things. You know, I'm tired of seeing that. I'm tired of seeing that. I'm tired of hearing that. We need change and we don't want to get it otherwise. So here's the FLA, right? Listen to this. Remember again, the brother calling again to verify when we talk about there are police officers that actually go out, do them duty, them get them service gun. When job done, them have left a service gun there, lock up in a station and go home with nothing. So if there's crime being committed in front of them on the street, or if they are being attacked, or if they see another citizen being attacked, and like the brother called and said, he's a former police officer. He doesn't live in Jamaica anymore, but his brother still is and still does. Still a police officer, still lives in Jamaica, still got denied by the FLA, still under these very same conditions we speak of. Here is the FLA. FLA fires back. 1 day after we do that. That's no coincidence. You can't tell me that that's coincidence. The Firearm Licensing Authority has returned fire in the latest quarrel over the issuing of gun permits to members of the police force. That's pretty specific, isn't it? Saying that there is a misunderstanding and misinformation surrounding the process, and has extended an invitation for the Jamaica Police Federation to discuss the issue. The place full of a corrupted police because the police them see better in crime than they do inside of the organization that they defend or that they are employed by. That's just that. That's just that. If you are gonna tell me, say me can't have one firearm. If you, matter of fact, yo, I just bought a new baby. I'm about to go pick it up, and when I pick, me say baby, me tell my wife, say some of my gun them sexy, and she's like, I've never heard nobody call no gun no sexy. That's weird. But wait till y'all see this AR-15 that I got with a drum, 100-round drum on it. Anyhow, me just a talk, that's all. Just to show you that freedom is something totally different from what them I tell the people them say freedom is. Nobody never asked me, do you have a real reason to have this? Is your life really in danger? Like, are people after you? On Monday, Chairman of Board of the Firearm Regulation, Colonel Audley Carter, retired while declining to respond directly to the argument raised in the Senate last week on the issue of the challenges members of the constabulary force say that they face in seeking to obtain gun licenses, as well as comments from former Police Federation Chairman, Detective Inspector Patrick Rowe, said that there is a lack of understanding in the process. Now, listen to this excuse of them give it. These people really think that a lot of us are slow, intellectually slow, or like them just talk to the people them any kind of way. Hear this. Carter said that the Federation has been invited to have the FLA board explain the process and also to review the files of the cops who the Federation contends have been unjustly refused firearm licenses. The authority said, this is what they said, that 90% or more than 90% of the members of the police force who apply are approved for gun licenses. We're talking about sometimes after a denial, they're approved after a 2-year wait with no good reason to deny in the first place. And if you get denied, you have to wait 2 years just to be able to apply again. In the Senate on Friday, Senator Matthew Samuda rubbished the argument from the opposition spokesperson on national security, Peter Bunting, that the police were being discriminated against by the FLA. Bunting had charged that the regulator was practicing elitism and that it was a disgrace that the police on the front line, who live in some of the toughest areas of the island, were being refused licenses with their address given as a reason why they were refused. Oh, you live in that area there, so you shouldn't once. And they do that in Jamaica a lot. Even sometimes when the youth them go for a job, just their address alone make them not able to get employed. I don't know if a lot of people know that. This is Jamaica in 2022 we're talking about. This is Jamaica in 2022. When the youth them go for a job, them put down them real address, they don't get no call back. They could be the skillest person for the job. They will not get a call back because them address set around that's where them come from. The FLA does the same thing. Where you live where? Denied. And once denied, you're going to have to wait 2 years before you can reapply, only to be denied again. I have to wait 2 years again for that simple one reason right there. They do that to regular civilians. They do it also to our law enforcement officials. So one time a police officer come from a community now where, like some part of Clarendon or some part of Spanish Town or some part of wherever these volatile communities are, and him done see 60 odd people murdered in his vicinity, which part him live. You don't think that police officer thinks to himself that, yo, me is a target. I am a target in my own community. I know it. Because everybody around here know. I don't go to work invisible. Everybody see me and know say a police work me do. Gunman out there say, yo, if I shot a police boy there, you know, I'm sure say I'm running, I watch your business and I can't go over there. So next thing you know, them running with big raid and them something that mash up man money. He knows it. You would think that these are the people they try to, hey, here's something to protect yourself just in case. Nope. Denied. Denied because of where you live. Hear this foolishness now. Officers who live in particularly volatile areas, depending on the assessment, in some cases, it was found that they were in more danger by having it on them, it being a firearm. This is what the FLA are saying. You know, this is their excuse, you know. Officers who live in particularly volatile areas, depending on the assessment, in some cases, it was found that they were in more danger by having a firearm on them because they didn't have the adequate security for the weapon while they were in the space where they live. That makes sense to you? So hold on there. What I try to say now is, me come from Rwanda. You know surround us volatile. You not issuing me a firearm because me not have adequate security around me to make sure that my firearm stay safe. This is the kind of, how does this make sense to anybody? How does this make sense to anybody? This makes no damn sense. This is what he explained in relation to the FLA's response to recent applications from some cops, which he said he had reviewed. On Monday, Rowe weighed in on the issue, saying that it has persisted since he was chairman of the Federation. A number of police officers are still being denied gun licenses up until today. If there is nobody in this country who can establish the need for a firearm, the police officers can. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. How you doing?
I'm good, family. How you doing this morning?
I'm good.
Talk to us, son.
Yeah, hello to everybody in the chat. I see your comments. So I didn't know that, government officials are listening, and I'm very happy to hear that.
Right.
Because I have a few words for them.
Talk up.
Andrew Holness, I'm sorry, I cannot say honorable. I just can't. Because I feel like in Jamaica, the word honorable it lost its value.
Thrown around.
You know what I mean? They just throw it around. Everybody's honorable. You see, to be honorable, there has to be value. You have to produce results. Okay? Not corruption, not status quo. You have to elevate your people to another level to be called honorable.
Facts.
You know who can be called honorable? The Honorable Paul Kagame, the president of Rwanda. When he walked into Rwanda was in shambles. Okay? Genocide. Jamaica's never went through a genocide, right? Investors left, everybody left. The reputation of that nation was stained. And that man and his administration turned it around. Rwanda is the cleanest city in Africa.
Facts.
And it's one of the safest countries in Africa today.
Facts.
Because of that man. Because he put his people first. Okay? When you go to Instagram and go to different places and he's posted, you have people from different countries. Oh, we need a Kagame here. Kagame, come to Nigeria. Kagame, come to Ghana. Everybody fighting over. I fighting over Kagame too. You understand what I'm saying? That is a leader.
Facts.
That is an honorable man. Andrew Holness, you're not honorable. I'm sorry. Yes, Jamaica is in crisis. And it's on your watch. And that will be your legacy. That you sat there and the only people you have strength for are the Maroons. You don't have strength for crime. You don't have strength for corruption. You don't have strength for miseducation. You don't have strength for the degradation of the culture. You have strength for nothing. You are a corpse in Parliament. That's all you are. You and your cronies are the walking dead. And the world sees it. And it's a disgrace. And you are a disgrace. I'm so happy they listen. I hope they catch this live today. That's what we think of you. You're a disgrace. Oh, yes. And the only problem is in Jamaica, you don't really have freedom of press, because if you had a real freedom of press, they would have ripped your ass in two.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? So don't come and tell me how you're going to fight against talk. You don't produce anything. You make promises you cannot keep. And that is a man who cannot be trusted. You cannot be trusted as a human being. You cannot be trusted as a Jamaican. You cannot be trusted as a man. And you cannot be trusted as Prime Minister of anything. That's all I have to say.
Thank you. Listen up. Need I say more? Need I say more? You know that, she always hit the nail on the head. Rwanda. No, because sometime today I talk, I can't remember everything, but if somebody just mentioned Rwanda Hotel, right? Depicted like from real stories, real events from what Rwanda was going through before. Rwanda was it was past in shambles. And a man who had love, real love for the people, not the elite, not the people who are wealthy in his country, but real love for Rwanda and Rwandans. He stepped in and he turned it all around. So, and that was regardless of whoever wanted to say, no, him shouldn't do it. Let's do it our way. Let us help you put somebody in. He cleared the table and he just did it. They said there's no other way around it. Just do it. And look at the turnaround, my friend. So for us to think that it cannot be done in Jamaica, Jamaica isn't even that far gone, but we're on that slippery slope. For us to think that it cannot be done, it can very well be done. It can very well be done. So she never talked, not one word of foolishness just now. It was factual, right? It was truth. It was truth. When I ask y'all to share these videos, trust me, big up to the people them who actually share it, because it always comes back as in they're paying attention. They're being shared. Might not being shared by all the people we ask to share it, but it's being shared and they're seeing that a broader audience is having something to say about this. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. I was the one who called us out. I said next half an hour.
Yeah, I'm still up on live, my friend. Y'all forgot to give me a next half hour. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So that person obviously don't watch me live, which means I'm kind of salty. So I probably won't be answering the next time that call come through. Now, anyhow, a number of police officers are still being denied gun licenses. And if there is nobody in this country who can establish the need for a licensed firearm, a police officer can. We have to agree with that. We have how can they protect us if them can't protect themselves? Now you wonder where corruption come in? Because if me a police in my community, me know which part, me know who I kick up dust in my community, So guess what my next move is? In order to stay safe around here, I have to go rub elbows with and I saw them end up in a feed them pocket. Because you don't have no talk around here, boy. Them take where you're gonna station and send it around here with button. What the who does this? Who does this? Huh? Who does this? If you look at the US, right? especially in the states where it's called it's called the states where you're able to show their stuff. You will see police officer leave work, and when he drives off outside, in the back of his truck, right behind his head, a pickup truck in my drive, missing the big AR-15 hanging on a rack. And you best believe Sam have one in him waist, so, and a rifle back on him head, so. In the open carry states. We were just in Georgia, and we walked out of a hotel, and my son looked at me and said, "Dad, is this an open carry state?" I said, "I don't know, because I have my stuff on me, but it's concealed, right? I still conceal regardless, even in open carry." And I said, "I don't know." And he said, "Well, a guy just walked out behind us with 2 AR-15 rifles over his shoulders. The man now walk and shoot nobody. He's exercising his constitutional rights. I bet you won't look at him and say, easy target, victim. I bet you won't. Give the people the right to protect. Matter of fact, I can't give people them right. How should I say it? Well, that's what they understand. So give the people them rights. Give them their right. Free up them rights to protect themselves, right? And then, because first of all, we don't even have enough law enforcement officials. So obviously the people have to become proactive in their own defense. But when you have organizations like these that are set in place to systematically disarm, then there's a problem. Gunman not care about what FLA say. Gunman carry him gun regardless. Don't? Somebody say me petty. Yes, me petty. I'm very petty sometimes. Very, very petty. Yeah, because people always want stuff from you, but you don't want nothing from them. That kind of stuff. And I don't work like that. You know? So anyhow, just the answer from the FLA I wanted y'all to hear. One of the most ridiculous ones I've seen in recent times is a police officer was denied a gun license because he works at the band division. The police officer who plays with the band still has to go on the streets to do regular police duties within the police division. He was denied because what you need gun for? You play with the band. Denied. It was so ridiculous that the FLA stated that in the letter sent to the member, he said, in the letter earlier this year, reportedly responding to the applicant, which Rowe referred, the FLA listed among its reasons for the denial that it was not convinced of the applicant's need to be armed as he is a member of the band and his exposure to risk is not considered to be at a level elevated. Based on an explanation of some of the factors that are weighed in granting a license, the FLA examines the personal risk individual face. But these are not specific to an individual's profession, as there are no special provision in law for the granting of license to people based on the field of work or profession that they are in. You can't have police officer working in one of the most dangerous countries for policing and you're denying police officers for firearms for simple reasons like we don't think your life in danger. Denied. Hey, I don't really want to read the rest of this article because it's long, but go to the Observer, right? Shout out to the Observer. Go to the Observer and type in FLA returns fire. There's a whole lot more foolishness in this just to show you how they operate. Now, like I said before, instead of saying, okay, what we have on the table isn't working, it's clearly not in the best interest of at least our law enforcement officials, let alone the people. Let's do an overhaul and let's do something more up to date that can actually serve the people better. These people will never say what they have going on right now is wrong. Andrew won't say it because he's there talking about he's going to push back against, like some bad man thing. Now, I'm going to push back against anybody who is spewing the narrative that Jamaica is on the brink of. Push back how? What kind of pushback you talk about? FLA over here, we saying they need to overhaul it. Them over here talk about, well, I don't know what I talk about because that's not really how it goes. There's a misunderstanding. And then give us an excuse like this. None of them are willing to say, hey man, something is wrong and we need to fix this. And that's all the people them want. Something is wrong with this and we need to fix this. That's it. This is how you gain respect. All right. I don't know if y'all still tune into the UIC, but I'm seeing, this is what I'm seeing. Shout out to the UIC. Shout out to Mr. Patterson and the whole movement. But this is what me I see. I'm seeing that people are gravitating still towards the two parties that they've known their whole life. If I'm not orange, a green, and they're still ignoring, even though we're pointing to, here's something else. Give this a try. It looked like it could be better than the same old, same old. Them still I go with the same old, same old. That's just my, what me I see, right? I don't know if y'all seeing that too. Them son, whatless son, she probably want chat about. Or not easy, you know, no, go off in the comment section that everybody in FLA need to be fired and not be given a license. Let's see how they would like that. And you want to bet something? You want to bet that all their family members and friends, close relatives and friends who apply for one or want one, has one. Yeah. This is when you put people in a position of power who don't deserve to be in a position of power. They start misuse it. They start taking it, it's all for me. It's all for me and mine. We'll take one more call this morning, then we're going to end it. Well, the one call, they're gone. So it look like we're going to end it without taking another call this morning. See? The rest of the stories, them, y'all can wait for those. I'll give you on a separate video this morning. But that is it for us this morning. People, if you really, really want change, you're really, really going to have to do something different. That's facts. We can't keep going JLP, PNP, and get the same result over and over. If we really want change, we're going to have to do something different. Let me end this by saying this. You know what the definition of crazy is? The definition of crazy is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting different results. So unless we're rotted mad, unless we can stand in the mirror and look at ourselves and say, yeah, you know, so we're going crazy. Yeah, we're crazy for true. Doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting different results. Last call for the morning. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, SouFLo.
Morning, fam. How you doing?
Everything.
My day, I know.
All right. You know, so what I wanted to say, right? Mm-hmm. When Andrew came and Andrew won, I was so excited because I was like, yes, Jamaica is gonna change now and be better.
Fresh new blood.
Better. I thought this man, I thought this man was gonna just make us good again and things nice and right. Andrew come do the same thing what everybody else do. I am so disappointed in Andrew Holness, to be honest with you. He's not a good man and he's not a good prime minister. He came in and he just sit down and do what all the others did. Same exact thing.
Same exact thing.
Right, my best friend is in Jamaica. And when I asked her about him, she's die-hearted. And I said to her, me not die-hearted to know one person. Anybody who come and look like they're going to change things, that's who I am for.
Right.
You can't get up and say, oh, me a PNP or me a JLP, me not change, me die-hearted and me this and me that. It's not going to work. People with knowledge and understanding, even if you go to college and those things, you must know when something is good for you or not good for you.
Right.
People have to wake up and open them eye, man. They have to open them eye. Here, since Soldier 19 keep writing, 819 keep writing. them for try the UCI, and not true.
Right.
You know, I'm hear you talk it.
Right.
You bring the man on the channel. Why? I mean, I know still in the SouFlo, what happened to Jamaica, where we love so much, you know. But I just sit down and watch. Andrew always, if you're listening, are you, or your cronies, are your people, but I need to make Jamaica better. SouFlo and us been talking about this, the cameras over the place, long time, but they not do nothing. Andrew always and the people are not doing anything for Jamaica, and I need for change. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on what I have to say. Big up everybody on the live and big up you, SouFlo, all right?
Manners and respect, family. All right. Yeah. All right, that was our last call for the morning. All right. Again, Mr. Somebody said, who determines crazy? Jane Ander. This saying determines crazy. We're not wait upon no person. If you fall into this category, whether it's in a relationship or it's in business dealings, if you keep on trying the same thing in business every time, over and over, and you've been failing for years, something there you need to do different, and you might start winning. If you're in a relationship and your relationship has been shitty for years, abuse, whatever it is that's going on in it, and you keep doing the same stuff with the same person, something needs to change. Same thing with politics and who we vote for and all that. You know what? Right now, the state of Florida has a Republican governor, right? And me said to myself, I like this guy. I like the Republican governor for Florida, even though I would have said I would vote for Democrat for president. I'm not, because I've seen somebody say we do the same thing in the U.S. Not all of us, but there are people everywhere like that. Like-minded people are everywhere. But make we stick to Jamaica. Same thing. Me not privy to any one party or anyone. I will never be one of those people. Oh, me born come see my people, them I say JLP, so me a JLP till me dead. My born come see my people, I say PNP, so me a PNP till me dead. That's the mindset that needs to change. Those are the people that have been doing the same thing over and over and over and getting the same results over. And the worst part is them complain. And when time to vote again, them do the same thing over again and continue to complain again some more. That's madness. That is psychosis. You're mad. You've lost it. With that said, Tracy, I appreciate you greatly. Big up yourself and thank you. Just dropped off my kiddos to school, ran to my favorite channel. Blessings to you, family, and everyone in the chat. And with that, we're going to left it right there. So UIC is there. It's another option. Encourage somebody. That's all me I tell you. We have to do something different if we want something different. I'll catch y'all later. Manners and respect, me hear the rain. I tear out a door now, so I have to go look and see what we are going to do about this storm hurricane that's coming our way. All right, y'all stay safe. Bless up. I'm out. Peace.